show you on this screen, are there any other phone manufacturers that you do not see on this screen that maybe one of you has? So I'm assuming most people have either a Samsung phone, a Motorola phone, maybe a one or two LG phones. Any other phone manufacturers here that are representative here or not? Safe to say that most people have a Samsung phone, I guess. Any LG users? One, okay. And so Denise, you're aware that they won't be supporting the phone for too much. Okay, you're aware of that. All right. Anybody else? So we got a OnePlus. I have not had a OnePlus on a call yet. So awesome. That's Marcia, I believe it is. Any Pixel users? No? Okay. All right. Well, good. So kind of think as we go through this class today, if you're having some sort of challenge with your phone, you just don't understand something, we're going to try to leave about 10 minutes at the end of class here today to try to answer some specific questions that might be of help for not only you, but maybe some of the other learners in the class here today. So we're going to jump into this. The first thing we're going to talk about is our favorite subjects, robocalls or spam calls. Okay. So we're all experienced that. Most of us don't even answer the phone that much anymore because it's usually somebody at the other end that wants something from us, usually money or something. So the easiest thing to do, if you do not recognize a phone number, you're not expecting a phone call from a family member, or a lawyer, a doctor, or a taxi cab that's picking you up, or an Uber. If you don't recognize the phone number, guess what? Don't answer the phone. Let it go to voicemail. Let it go somewhere else, but don't answer that phone. Okay? So if you don't recognize something, don't answer it. If you have a home phone number, a landline phone number, you can't really stop the phone call. But if you have a cell phone, you do. So what I want you to do, if you have your phone near you or next to you, grab it. And when you go into the phone app, go like you're going to the phone app, and you can go to recent phone calls. Somewhere in history, it's called history or recent. And if there's a phone number in there that you do not recognize, hold your finger down on that number and it will give you some options to mark it as spam or block that number. So again, you go into the phone app, go into recent or history, hold your finger down, or if you're using a rubber tip stylus, you can do that, and hold your finger down on that number and block it or put it into spam. You might have to do both. Any questions on that? Because that's really important. Yes, Joyce Martin. Martin.
I'm the Martin half of the Joyce Martin.
Yes.
When I do that on a Samsung A series, I just get an option for delete.
That's it. Well, then that might be all you get. So maybe on the A series, that's all it gives you. I don't know.
Okay.
It should give you the other options, but it might not.
Thank you.
Sure. Anybody else?
Yeah. When you do that, I find that it just creates a new phone call with a different number. It's like somehow they know that we did that, and it just gets more spam.
So here's what happens. So the way their computer systems are set up, because it's all computers that are making these calls to you, is they will put in the area code of your phone number. They usually put in the prefix, which is usually the first three numbers of your phone number. And then the last four numbers are always different. But they think they're going to try to fool you and say, oh, it's a local phone number. It must be somebody important or somebody I know. So they want you to answer that phone. And so that's what they do. So the minute you delete a phone number, a few minutes later, they might call you back again. So you just never know. So again, if you don't recognize the phone number, then just hit the end button or let it go to voicemail.
Why
Okay.
do some of them come in saying potential spam?
Pardon me?
Why do some come in saying potential spam and others don't?
Because the system, the phone carrier might have it listed in their system as spam. And so they don't get to all the numbers. There is some options available to you if you want to try. AT&T has a service for $4 a month. Some people say it works pretty good about 80% of the time. T-Mobile has something called Scam Shield, and Verizon has something called Call Filter Free. Those are both free and they're pretty good. They're not great, but they're pretty good. It's better than doing nothing. And then the last thing you can do, well, not the last thing, but one of the things you can do is go to a website called donotcall.gov, right here, donotcall.gov, and register your phone number. If it may help, may not help, but I do it about once every 3 years. It seems to help a little bit. Actually, it does seem to help. Okay. If you receive a text message from some robo text messaging service, especially, you know, during a political campaign or something, you can write the words, you can reply back and write in capital letters the word stop, S-T-O-P. And by law, they have to actually stop and take you off the list. That is the law. Do they abide by it? Well, some do, some don't. Okay. And then the last thing you can do, if you can try, is there's some apps that you can get, robocall, no robo killer, true caller. You can try these apps. I haven't heard any reports that they work or don't work, but you can try it. Any other questions about our favorite subject? Yeah, I know, I get it. Probably shouldn't start the class off with this one. Yes, Rose.
I had heard that if you respond to these at all, like even the text stop, that it verifies they've reached an accurate number or a legitimate number.
That is true. If you pick up the phone and you talk to somebody for 20 seconds, you're on their list. They got a live one and they're going to keep on calling.
And the same with sending the text message stop.
The word stop supposedly is by law is supposed to stop them. Then it's not legal. They're doing something illegal after that point. So I don't know. It's supposed to work. Especially during political campaigns, you're supposed to write the word stop and they will stop.
I've done that, and I noticed that frequently they will just use another number to call back.
Yeah, they might. They might. Yeah, and that's why most people don't answer their phone anymore. It's very frustrating.